Hey everyone, so we've been really lucky to be able to steal one of the judges backstage to have a little quick chat with us. So tell everyone who you are and yeah, what you do.
Hello, my name is Karina Soto. I live in Paris. I have a group of bar and restaurants over there, have five venues, and run different cocktail programs.
Okay, amazing. So this is your first time ever judging BACARDÍ Legacy?
Yes,
Is it stressful?
yes.
Is it stressful?
It is, yes, a lot of it's a big responsibility,
Yeah.
but I'm with a very professional and exciting team with me, so I'm sure we're doing a very good job.
Cool. And what are you looking for? What are you really looking for out there?
So for me, the most important thing in this global competitions is to learn. I learn all the time from bartenders. Their creative process and the way they get inspired with their stories and their cocktails is so beautiful. So I'm looking to learn from them something different, something refreshing, something from 2018, something from this era, and yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Amazing. That sounds great. Well, we've got to let you get back to your judging seat because we're about to kick off with round 2. So I'll take that, and you can run off. Thank you so much. Right, we're just about to kick off Group 2 now with Portugal, and then following that, we actually have my little list here. Following that, we have Switzerland, USA, China. I just dropped the mic literally there. Canada, and then UAE. So that's the next group of bartenders coming up. So stay tuned. We're up next, Super Coupe with Portugal.
And Hector, you're live. Hector, you're live. Stand by, Bjorn. Stand by, Bjorn.
Oh, you're
We're gonna shut up.
Yeah. Cool.
Back of the house audio is up. Stand by, Bjorn. Bjorn, when I say go, do a slow pan of those 3 skulls. Ready, and go, Bjorn. So. All right, camera B is live. Camera B is live. Ready, front of house. Bring it front of house. Bring music down. You bring front down and music up. Yep, go. Music, music.
I have the printout for Group 2.
What's that?
I have the printout.
I don't know where.
You need to go do a printout of the next two groups. The rest of the
Trying to fix it. Yes. For some reason, when we cut and restarted, when I bring up music, I'm not hearing the.
You know how much time you would have?
I need to fix the audio right now. The audio's fucked up. I'm getting. I'm trying to fix it. I'm getting the back of house audio.
When you turn up the music?
On all of them. I didn't change anything. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Okay, so the front of is getting in all the channels? What you're saying? No, al revés. El back of house, el de aquí.
Oh, I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong.
Make sure the balance and the equilibrium is in the inside of this amazing bottle. So I will use 50 ml of Bacardi Carta Blanca with some vanilla and almond notes. The second ingredient is lime juice to give the fresh and some balance to the cocktail. I will use 20 ml. And the next ingredient, it's coconut water syrup, El Coco syrups. Besides being the sweet and sour, I want to dedicate this ingredient to the first distiller built in Santiago de Cuba in 1862. There's a palm tree which you can see on the side part of the bottle, El Coco. I will use 50 ml. Now the second ingredient, it's coconut yogurt to give an exotic and some creamy touch to the equilibrium. So, and it's the cocktail final touch, a fragrance that comes from the natural soul, eucalyptus essence. Did you know the eucalyptus has the biggest planted area in the world? 2 drops now, and 1 on the finish. And now it's time to rock and roll. Come on. So now the garnish represent and dignify all the importance as trees like eucalyptus have to our existence, along with the advantage that we took out of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, the name Equilibrium represents all who sought to achieve their dreams. The life has a lot of difficulties and barriers. However, it's in the pursuit of our dreams that we can find some equilibrium in our lives. Thank you very much. Salute.
Amazing work, Rafael.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, as I mentioned before, it's been, 10 years in the making now. It started off as a UK-only comp, now 34, so it's quite a beast of a competition. What inspired you to enter BACARDÍ Legacy?
So, my inspired was my grandfather. He fights every single day for his dreams. And so, I want to dedicate this cocktail to my grandfather.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rafael.
Thank you very much.
Hey, so we're back at my tropical bar again with Mr. Richard Irwin. Tell everyone what you do.
I am the advocacy head and ambassador for Southeast Asia, Middle East, and Africa.
Big chunk of land.
Yeah, a couple of flights now and then.
Cool. Well, let me refresh your ocho there, and we'll get into a wee little chat. Hey, buddy.
Tasty ocho.
Cool. So yeah, you've got a couple of guys representing today. What does it mean for your market for the bartenders to be here?
I think it's pretty big. It's a huge opportunity for them to not only be in Mexico, which is so far from our region. I mean, it took me like 16 hours just to fly from Dubai to the US to get here, but also just for representing their countries, their markets, and representing the big community of bartenders from each of the places that they're from.
Yeah, cool. And what do they go through before they get here?
The full competition.
Well, you put them through the ringer for sure.
Well, other than the 4 to 6 months of competition that they go through, I think they go through quite a lot of personal development and building, which is a huge part for us in the competition. What we want to drive and impart. Bartenders come out from being bartenders. The next minute they become marketeers. They become entrepreneurs because they turn themselves, from just being one of the bartenders in the team into being somebody incredibly creative by building a brand and driving themselves and driving their cocktail through all the stages. We have a huge emphasis on that. We really want these incredible bartenders to have not only a great experience, but also to use us to actually sit back and go, wait a minute, I've done quite a lot of great stuff here. Yeah. It's almost like another way of building up a CV. But at the same time, they're here to compete. So having a bit of a competition edge, and that's where we come in and really help them get ready for that, both public speaking and competition and everything. And
because you look after so many countries, is there like a little in your region rivalry or stuff like that?
I think there is. I'm really I have a few markets, and then we have some incredible other brand ambassadors like Kai, which I'm sure you'll chat to. Yeah. That looks after Southeast Asia, and we have our team from the amazing guys from India, and there's definitely some of those. There's some great competition because we all want to do well, but as a bigger region, we're all brothers, rum brothers and sisters. Yeah. We relish, we share. We help guys get to other markets and build their legacy and drive that. But there's definitely a little bit of everybody wanting to do well. Yeah. But from our region and hub, we've had a great year, and I'm pretty confident. Amazing, that's cool, man. Well, enjoy the Ocho. Thanks for joining me at the bar, man. And if you need a daiquiri later on, you know where I am. Cheers, guys. Stay tuned. We've got a new bartender coming up very soon. Cheers. Cheers, buddy. That was awesome.
Our journey in Mexico on our Facebook page on Bacardi Legacy. Also, hashtag Bacardi Legacy, easy. It gives me great pleasure to announce our next finalist from Switzerland, Casper Dayler.
Grüezi miteinander is how I would welcome you in Switzerland. My name is Casper Dayler, and I'm truly thrilled to be here in Mexico in front of such an amazing crowd tonight to represent Switzerland in global finals of BACARDÍ Legacy 2019. Bring it up! I want to present to you my cocktail today, Las Raíces, which means the roots in Spanish. But first you have to know one thing or two. First of all, I'm Polish, and I've lived in Switzerland since mid of March last year. Well, doesn't really make me Swiss, does it? Before that, I also lived and bartended in England, Spain, and of course Poland. So where am I really from? The answer to this question is not as simple as it seems, at least not for me, because I feel like I got influenced by so many different people and culture that even when I go back to my homeland, it sort of doesn't feel like home anymore. Not completely. Don't get me wrong though, I still got my Polish roots. So when I want to achieve something, I work really hard for it and I give my very best. And when I love someone, I love with my whole heart. So the first ingredient I would like to dedicate to my girlfriend, Emilia, who helped me and supported me in the last 4 really exhausting months of my life. And We managed to overcome so many obstacles, even though the distance of 1,000 kilometers still separates us on a daily basis, until we finally get to move in together in June. I'm really waiting for this. Also, Don Facundo's wife, Amalia, she helped him and saved him from the bankruptcy with her father's money from a coffee plantation. So to express my feelings, I would like to use a coffee as a symbol of love, support, and hard work. At the same time, I will always drive a car strictly according to the traffic rules. What is not very Polish, is it? But after paying 2,000 euros of tickets for speeding, in the first 2 months of living in Switzerland, something changed in me for good. Apart from that, Switzerland has also given me new family, new home, new friends, new perspectives. And you can't put the price on that. So here is the sugar syrup of one of the most expensive spices in the world, vanilla. Which also enhances really nicely all the flavors locked in Bacardi 8 and rounds up with all the oaky notes in it. I enjoyed my time living in Spain, working in a touristic resort in Benidorm, waking up every night to a beautiful sun and partying like hell. But I know at the same time that because of that moment, I will forever have to struggle to keep on a leash my hedonistic temperament that I've inherited from a Spanish land. So here is crema di balsamico as a sweet and sour mix between pleasure and consequences. Bacardi 8, which stands as a brand for one of the biggest values in life, in my opinion, a family. And my family has supported me with everything I've done so far. Even when I told them that I'm leaving my studies to become a professional bartender. And as we all know, all parents want this to hear from their child when they grow up. Even when I told them that I'm leaving the country, and then I came back broke, and shortly after that, I told them I'm leaving again. They still stood behind my back and supported me with everything they had, even though they don't have much themselves. So here is to my real family that raised me, my bar family that shaped me, and my other family of brothers and sisters, those I've met and those I'll meet in future. I decided to redefine my roots because I don't feel like I belong to only one place anymore. And this process takes place in a glass jar. I'd use the glass jar because in my country, local inhabitants of big cities tend to call this name all the young students or young people moving from small villages, small cities to a big one. Because back in the day, all these students will bring with them the glass jars with some food from their family home. We call them słoik in Polish. To survive first few rough months of living in a much bigger and scarier world and much more expensive, or sometimes their cooking skills are not there quite yet. But as it comes to me, no matter how much experience I got, how many places I visited, I always bring with me my glass jar with mixed attributes I gained and lessons I've learned. Ladies and gentlemen, England, particularly Leeds, is a place where I've learned English almost from the scratch, where I started my bar job, my bar career, almost 11 years ago, and where I met my first mentor, and plenty of beautiful people. So to give an honor to that place and to those people, I'll give you a solid quantity of one of the favorite English mixers, a tonic water, which also brings a lot of freshness to this cocktail. And it layers nicely all the flavors all together. I know, and I have it for granted, that there are more people like me out there who decided to move abroad, change their life for different reasons, maybe looking for a new happy place. But this cocktail is a tribute to all of you out there who decided to live in this very extraordinary way. Because as St. Augustine once said, life is like a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. I've also seen this advert on the Swiss Airlines on my way to Mexico. And I would like to quote it, even though the quote doesn't come from a big philosopher. It says, "We don't leave our home, we take it with us. And I will forever bring with me my roots on my forearm, my family in my heart, and my glass jar in my backpack." And this cocktail is for you to enjoy. And use any coffee that you like that will tell your story. But first of all, ask yourself, where are you really from?
Thanks, Casper. Thank you very much, Casper.
So we've just kidnapped the ever wonderful Sandra from Cocktail Lovers.
Always good to be kidnapped by you. But
Stop it. How's it been out there so far? Good?
It's amazing. There's been some really great competitors, all very different, but everybody's got their passion, their stories to tell, and great drinks to serve. So it's been fantastic.
So tell everybody who's watching what you actually do.
My name's Sandra Lawrence. I'm publisher, editor of the Cocktail Lovers magazine. So you can sign up and subscribe, please, at thecocktaillovers.com.
So as a journalist, what does this competition give you for stories and things like that?
All sorts of inspiration, but it is about the passion. It is about the people behind the drinks. Yes, there's trends that come through, but there's also different stories from where they're from as well. And I've been covering this for about 5 years, and I'm always impressed by the people in it, like yourself.
Thank you. So, like, some of the stories you get there, some are emotional, some are funny, some are really kind of like heartfelt, some are really thought-provoking. You can't really nail down what the judges are looking for, can you?
No, and I think that the people that stay true to themselves, they're fantastic. We've already seen some really great stories. We've had a wonderful young competitor who made everybody laugh.
Yeah.
We've had the wonderful guy from New Zealand who you featured in his video.
I did, yeah.
But he told a really good story. He brought his passion into it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. Yes, the drinks are there, but it's so much more than the drinks.
Yeah. So cool. We're just going to give a rundown of who's. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate you running back here. We're just going to run by who's next. So next we've got Boston, USA Boston, and then we have China, Canada, and then rounding up this group is the UAE. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with our next bartender.
And the do that.
That's where we're live. We're live. You staring at your little pineapple spoon. Oh, here we go. Richie A-game garlic. My year, he made someone a mint sprig using mint leaves and green cotton. Tell me Encore les sables.
Hello, my name is Sabrina Mayotte. Hello. Louder. Louder. Hello. Okay. Bonjour, mon nom c'est Sabrina Mayotte. Bienvenue à BACARDÍ Legacy. Cocktail Sequito.
I am here today to use the past as a way to impact the present in order to enhance the future. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mo Isaza. I'm from the city of Boston in Massachusetts, USA. City of champions and many legacies. And your next legacy, poderoso. Poderoso is a word that means mighty or powerful, but it is defined as having an abundance of ability. The poderosos of my past have taught me to face this challenge we call life with a spirit of not giving up and not giving in, much like the Facundo family has done for over 150 years, where no matter what obstacles come our way, we choose to overcome. This develops a path towards ability. Poderoso. Now, Poderoso is a cocktail that's inspired by family and home. My family is from Colombia. Colombia. Colombia ties to the world by way of its coffee, but how that's familiar to me, it's by way of my parents. You see, every time a guest would come over the house, it would be their first offering. Would you like a cup of coffee? Then we'd sit down, have that beautiful cup of coffee, and have great memories together. It's how most of us start our day. In fact, it is what fuels our industry. So what better way to begin Poderoso than with a touch of coffee? We're using a coffee liqueur for its easy access around the world. This one happens to be made in the style of New Orleans, where things like chicory and vanilla really come through. Now my home, East Boston, Massachusetts, home of many immigrant blue-collar people, where the crux of our community is family. When we moved there, it was predominantly Italian. So things like Amaro and Limoncello have been a part of our long history. So to enhance a little bit of that lemon, we're using just a little lemon wedge to get a little bit of the juice, most importantly, to release the essential oils from the skin. And for the Amaro, a beautiful bittersweet Amaro with hints of burnt orange. Now the Italians have this beautiful cheer where they say, Cendiani. So, Cendiani. That's right, to 100 years more. What we do today, symbolized by the pineapple. Beautiful symbol of hospitality. In cocktails, typically gets used in abundance. However, in Poderoso, much like in hospitality, we're going to use just the right amount. Beautiful symbol of hospitality. Now, the thread and fiber of my being are my family, my home, and what I get to do every day. Much like the thread and fiber of Poderoso are in this tin. However, there's always a machine that brings it all together. And for me, it's what the future can hold. And let me just say that it is an honor to share with you that I get to bear witness to that future every day. See, my younger brother Will decided to become a part of this industry. And his passion and his drive and his abilities have taken us beyond my wildest dreams. We're standing on a global stage in Mexico City for the BACARDÍ Legacy of the Cocktail. And I can't feel anything but gratitude for this platform, for this family. And he was the inspiration for that. He's the inspiration for my legacy. And hence, he is the inspiration for the name of this drink, Poderoso. For Poderoso, it's none other than Bacardí Reserva de 8 años. It's beautiful oak aging, give way for vanilla and butterscotch, while it's lovely and delicious dry fruit marry ever so nicely with the pineapple and that lovely spice, the nutmeg, to really come through with the coffee. Bacardí Ocho, folks, definitely the machine that brings Poderoso together. Now, Poderoso is a cocktail that's meant to live in that space between a shaken cocktail and its third cocktail. So we're going to throw it. Not just for its technical execution, but for its history throughout beverage and bartending. From China to Spain to US to Cuba, birthplace of Bacardi, back around the world, to Bacardi Legacy in 2013, and back here today for the new Bacardi Legacy Throne Cocktail. So, in the wonderful spirit of Mr. Chingo Gogan, I ask you guys to join me in this beautiful count-up. Here we go. Uno. Dos. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here comes the big one. Don't let me down now. 8. Woo! Oh, thank you. That was beautiful, guys. Now, that was very much like the sound of rum, guys. Not gonna lie. Now, I heard something not long ago, and it very much resonated. Someone said that we only have so much time and energy for anything in our lives. That means saying yes to any one thing, means saying no to something else. That's the very definition of sacrifice. And now, while I stand up here as a sole bartender, let's just say that my journey here has been anything but lonely. It definitely takes a village. And at the top of my village are my parents. They chose to say no to their family, to their home, to say yes to a chance of a better future. They are the very first reason I get to stand before you today and share with you our family legacy. And we're all part of different family trees, folks. A leaf on one, a branch on another. And as this beautiful bartending family has come together, I ask you to become the strongest of roots for this tree. Let's use our past as a way to impact our present in order to enhance our future. Ladies and gentlemen, our name is Bartending, and we are Poderoso.
Hey everyone, so we're backstage again with the bartender that opened up the second group. Tell everyone who you are.
So my name is Rafael Silva. I'm a head bartender at Provino Steakhouse in Quinta do Lago. I'm representing Portugal.
Nice, awesome. So how was it coming back after the group being the first bartender back up?
Yeah, it was very good. I have time to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
But the nervous are here. And,
and did you see when you gave the drinks over to the judges? Did you see the judges taste them, or were you whisked off stage pretty quick?
No. Pretty quick. Because
it happened so fast, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyone you want to say hello to?
I want to thank you to all of the people who support me in Portugal. Thank you very much. To my girlfriend, to my friends, to my team, everyone, thank you very much for all the support, for the heart.
Amazing, awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Just hold there with us. So up next we have China, but before that, I was lucky enough to speak to Dickie in London a few months ago. Dickie Cullimore, who's the global brand ambassador for Bacardi. So check that out. I'm here with Dickie Cullimore, the global brand ambassador for Bacardi rums. 10 years.
It's gone pretty quick. So this will be my 6th. My first one being in Miami, Puerto Rico, where Lizzie won, which was pretty incredible seeing that happen.
Where did it all start? Where did it all begin?
It started in the UK. The very first winner was a bartender you may have heard of, Argo Peroni, the superstar from Connaught Hotel. and his incredible drink, the Mulata Daisy. It's obviously grown globally now, up to 40 countries involved each year. And the idea was, we have these great legacy cocktails. We've got the daiquiri, we've got mojito, the pina colada, these drinks from the last century. But what are the drinks for the next century? Is kind of this idea of what a legacy cocktail would be. Like our most recent one, the Clarita, Ocho, sherry, chocolate, delicious.
It is a tasty drink.
A very good drink, isn't it? Yeah.
Speaking of drinks, like, have you got any favourites from the last 10 years that like really stand out?
I think the first drink that really blew me away was in Moscow, Fred Siggins' Empire of Dreams. This combination of coffee beans and fresh pineapple, the way it worked together was like, oh my God, this is out of the realm of the way I would approach putting flavours together. Venceremos, I mean, you take the DNA of a pina colada and then you make it uniquely your own, like Gian did.
So with the sheer scale of Bacardi Legacy now, and what bartenders get out of it, I mean, myself included, how has that changed?
The audience has massively changed from just a group of really passionate bartenders to a huge group of passionate cocktail connoisseurs. It's a stepping stone, or it's a pivot for you to be able to go and do great things. So if you wanted to open your own bar, sometimes that visibility or the experience promoting a drink or yourself or an idea can give you that confidence to go and do that next thing. For guys like Tom Walker or Lisa Mulyavka or Connor Myers, to be able to go, take their craft and their passion to a different city and then really start exploring themselves and the craft elsewhere. I can't wait to see who the 10th winner is going to be.
Me too.
Thank you, Barney. This is called support for support. The real support team.
Hello, everyone. And my private team over here.
They're warmer now. Oh, no. There you go. So continue.
Oh, yeah. Just keep on
wait a second.
Bring it.
Look at this.
Who's the princess?
Sure.
Me.
There you go. Queen.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you can see my blood setting.
It's good. That's good. It prevents it from shaking.
We'll just wing it. It's good. No swearing.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everyone, so we're backstage with Mr. USA Boston. That's
right.
That was so close.
That was very close.
Well,
yes.
Did you take it down to the wire?
Yeah, it's it's interesting. You set yourself up for a certain amount of time of speaking and kind of getting things done. And I found that in different competitions, you kind of get a little bit of excitement going towards the end. And if you have a strong finish, then getting like those last 3 seconds that you can kind of let them elongate a little bit. It definitely builds up a little bit of anticipation. So that's I guess a little bit of the showman in me trying to be a little risky, but also having some fun with it. Yeah,
it was a great performance. So there's two USA competitors this year in the global finals. You guys got some nice little friendly rivalry going on?
Yeah, we sure do. It's as a matter of fact, it's a wonderful story. Both of us started out of the same regional, and then when we made the global finals together, It was very touching. It's been a really cool ride with French. He's such an awesome guy, and I'm glad to be representing the US with him.
Amazing. Cool, man. So anyone you want to give a shout out to before we
definitely all the people out in Boston, thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. To the team back home, the Ghost Walks, we just opened this week, so please come visit us. Other than that, my family, all my friends, all of the beautiful people across the country that have been very supportive. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, bro. That was awesome. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back with our next bartender. Cheers. Thanks, man. That was awesome. Well done. That was dope.
You to feel my drinks. Well, good afternoon, all my friends of BACARDÍ Primos. Welcome. I'm Casper Huang. Yep. It is such an honor can be here representing my country to introduce my BACARDÍ Legacy, Robin. So, the first question is, what is Robin, huh? So many people think about this guy and his teacher. Is that correct? But unfortunately, today we are not telling the story about the superheroes, but animals. In fact, as we all know, the bat to the Spanish, it represents good fortune, health, and family unity. While the robin is a symbol of bravery, vitality, and the great renown. So, here I use the pomegranate at first, because it is an icon marked on the national emblem of Spain, just represent bravery in that side. So, every year, the robin start migrate from Europe to the American. Based on the history, there has a young man immigrate the similar route in 1830 from his hometown Spain and going to Santiago de Cuba. And he is Don Facundo Bacardi Maso. Only 15 years old with his native bravery, which enabled his success of the long journey and the good fortune beyond. And now, there is a brave young man standing on the stage from China. People in my hometown believe that umami food could help them cure from the tired and getting vitality again. I was so impressed by those delicious food that my mom always cooked for me in my growing town. With one of ingredients combination, it really popular Asian people's daily: celery, pandan, and the fish sauce. Because of this genius combination, it always reminds me my ambition and my dreams to keep telling me I need to fight until I win in my bartender journey, just like the Bacardi family. Always full of vitality. Even they suffer from the fire, earthquake, prohibition, or exile, but never defeat. The reason why of this, I think, it was the true passion can be tamed and nothing on my way. So that was the reason why the Bacardi could make the legacy. And the great renown, for example, like the Bacardi Ocho. Our original Grand Reserva, manufactured by Don Facundo Bacardi Maso in 1862. The Bacardi Ocho. It blended for Aguardiente and Lady Silado, aged the select short oak barrel 8 years. Bring up the dark chocolate, walnuts, and caramelized banana flavor into my drinks. And then in these drinks, it leaves a perfect balance with another ingredients. The pomegranate cordial, celery bitters, pandan syrup, and the fish sauce. For this combination, it will let the drinks taste delicate, melon, and umami. All the recipe is really easily to complete, and the ingredients can find all around the world. So this is the Robin. Containing the bravery from Don Facundo's hometown, the vitality from my hometown, and then the great renown from Bacardi's hometown, Cuba. It was in Cuba that Bacardi was recognized, the rum of the bad, el ron de Murciélago, that which inspired me to create my own legacy and my own great renown, el cóctel de Pedrojo, the cocktail of the Robin. Today, I have this chance. I stand on the stage of the Bacardi legacy. I become a part of this legacy, and I become a part of this great renown. And now, I put my whole emotion, my passion, my spirit into my drinks Robin. It is my highly salute to whole Bacardi family for the generation to generation in this 156 years history. It's no longer the time to survive, but to revive. And these drinks, it also command our aspiration. Bring Bacardi back to Cuba. Finally, we string the drinks into chilled cocktail glasses. And then we do have a garnish with the roast cannoli. And then put it just like the wing of the bat and robin. Each pieces of the roast cannoli is symbol, a kind of spirit the Bacardi and the robin has. The bravery, vitality, and the great renown. So my friends, this is my Bacardi legacy. El cóctel de Pedrojo, the cocktail of the robin. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Casper.
Hey everyone, so I've got the ever styly Juan Canado back here with me at my tropical bar, and now I'm going to make the first daiquiri of the day, so I'll shake up a little Bacardi daiquiri, brother. Don't you worry about this.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro, I'm good. Let's, nice cold glass, very important.
I have to say that it's a pleasure and a privilege that you're making me a daiquiri.
Oh, stop it. It's the least I can do for you, brother. Live, no pressure.
Wow, look at this. Lovely. Delicious.
Whoa, I knew that was going to happen.
Well, you know,
I knew that was going to happen.
You know, I'm supposed to make you nervous.
Always.
Right? But cheers, brother man.
Typical. Never worked with animals and cocktails, apparently.
Fair enough. Salute to you, brother.
Enjoy my crunchy daiquiri right there. So, it's everywhere now. There's daiquiri everywhere.
It's amazing, by the way.
Well,
I needed that eyes here in Mexico, you know?
It is really crunchy. Delicious, though.
Yeah, perfect for this day. Great day today of legacies, huh?
So what does it? What's been happening with Legacy, man? It's been a few years now. How's it getting bigger? What's going on?
Well, in the U.S., we experienced a huge amount of entries this year, so it's all due to the enthusiasm and the success of the bartenders from the previous years. They have been able to share their amazing story, and they have been able to be part of these amazing families, which every Legacy brings to the competitors, which is something that is fantastic, the connection, the network, how they get to interact and, be part of this enormous Bacardi family that grows every year. So the U.S. is really excited. And this year, we're bringing two amazing competitors. We're bringing Moe Sasa from Boston, Massachusetts, and French Scott Marshall from Washington, D.C. Both have amazing experiences throughout this year on Bacardi. They work very hard for their legacies, and they're here to, show us their cocktails and bring the whole crowd, awake and make them fans of the Coqui Beach and the Poderoso.
And is it getting bigger for you in the States?
Yes. We're in a great, highway right now. It's been a lot of work, but again, the legacy is something so special that it's you really need to put a lot of work into it and prepare, because the legacy will provide you so many experiences and such a rich competition. At the end of the day, it's about the network, it's about the experiences, not about a price. It's up to you to go higher and bigger,
Exactly, man, exactly. Cool. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for stopping by, for letting me spill a daiquiri all over you.
All right, we'll drink it for the table to it. Thank you. Cheers.
Say that daiquiri.
Salud.
It's good, man. Cheers, brother. Stay tight, guys. We're here for our next bartender coming up soon. Cheers. I need a towel, guys. I need a towel.
Comme là, c'est comme t'as juste hâte parce que ça fait tellement longtemps que t'attends. Comme ça va arriver à le moment que t'es tellement proche que t'es comme OK, let's go. Enjoy it. I will. You're live.
This is just for everybody in New Zealand. I did chill my glass, and I can make a daiquiri. Trust me, I can. Kane and everyone in New Zealand at the Bacardi office, that's for you.
Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome everyone. My name is Sabrina Mayotte. I'm from Victoriaville, Quebec, Canada. I've had the privilege to live and work in Montreal for now 7 years, learning from some of the best in our industry. However, I have not forgotten about small town hospitality, and I bring it every day to one of the best cocktail bars in Canada, the Cold Room. Through my bartending experiences, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Simple base of hospitality for most, but to me, it's a way of life. With Sequito, my BACARDÍ Legacy cocktail, I wanted to create a sense of comfort and belonging. Sequito means entourage, family, community. It is a bright, refreshing cocktail that will bring back memories of biting into an ice pop in a hot summer day. Before, rum was known as a rough man's drink, or a pirate's drink even. But then, Don Facundo Bacardí Masso moved from Spain to Santiago de Cuba, opened a small distillery, and changed everything in a world of rum. He created a refined and accessible product, Bacardi rum. Sequito pays homage to not one, but many classics. It is an homage to my mentor, my community, my family, and all of the great bartenders that came before us. I chose specifically Bacardi Ocho for its bold flavors of oak and winter spices. Then, banana liqueur will bring tropical notes and is a nod to the rum runner. Grenadine, base, or classic base of all good fruit punch, also a staple to the Bacardi cocktail. Lime juice for acidity, but also for us to remember the long friendship between fresh limes and Bacardi rum. Anyone for daiquiri after this? Orange juice for complexity, balance, and to link it all together. And finally, Angostura bitters to bring out all of the spices already present in Bacardi Ocho. Now, the fun part begins. Let's start bringing this cocktail to life by giving it a hard shake. Big ice, gotta shake a little longer. Now, Sequito is versatile when it comes to glassware. But for this very special occasion, I chose those Spanish-style coupes as a wink to Don Facundo's Spanish roots. And as much as a cocktail needs proper vessel, a bartender needs proper attire. This apron that I'm wearing was custom made by one of my really close friends with only recycled material. Worn at all of my special events for Sequito campaign, it quickly became a key element to Sequito cocktail. Here you go. Now, Sequito is about having a really good time with your loved ones. With the addition of the lime wheel as a garnish, not just for aroma, but for us to remember, to learn from the mistakes of the past, and move forward with the power of our victories. I'm not here to reinvent the wheel, but to roll forward with acquired knowledge and pass it on to future generations, because that is how a legacy is formed. I hope you enjoy my BACARDÍ Legacy cocktail, my Sequito. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you can go, yeah. Yes, girl, that was fierce. Now, I wish there was some Beyonce playing in the background.
Thank you.
Now, you are one of the few girls competing in the global finals. I think we all wish there were more.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to other females in the industry who aspire to be here where you are today?
I really think all of you ladies are beautiful and strong, and whatever your dream is, if you want to do it, do it. It's worth it in the end, and you're all worth it. That's it.
Like the L'Oreal ad, she's worth it. Amazing, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Listen
much.
to her, girls. Enter next year. We need more ladies.
Amazing.
Oh, I got the dry mouth. Thank you.
No, you did it. You nailed it. Come on. Do you want to go for a
Yeah,
chat?
yeah, yeah, let's
I'll
go.
try not to spill a daiquiri on you.
Okay.
This is your mic. Welcome to the bar. Welcome.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is like really Thanks.
You can take that off if you want.
Oh yeah, perfect. I'd love to.
How was it?
Very, very thrilling.
The crowd went wild when you was like Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
There's a lot of people in there like repping you.
Got so much support through my entire campaign. Honestly, it's kind of overwhelming how much you guys have been supportive of 7 months of campaign for this. I finally did it. I was just here, and it feels great.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So anyone watching back home you want to say hi to?
Everyone, my staff, my colleagues at the cold room, all of you guys, my girls, Kate, Emily, Joe, my old crew. I love you so much. Thank you for being there for me.
Amazing. So Canada's watching. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for the next bartender. Thanks. Awesome.
Thank you.
No worries. Happy? Bring it back, put it in your apron, and then like when you say like at the end, when I'm like cheers, you can just be like smile or superhero. You got no daiquiri on you? No, bro. Right, that was
Yeah, Marco. No. But I heard great things about you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I hope they're all true.
Many people that I respect, so I'm gonna see you on the front to cheer for you, bro.
Thanks, bro. Okay, zone it back in, last little bit, last little stretch. Okay, Yumi, amazing. Try and cut all this out. This is great. It's awesome. It's awesome. Last little bit. Good night. Okay.
So you're all welcome. So I was saying, actually, that was me in a yellow and green superhero costume. You are welcome. I'll leave you a few more seconds to laugh at my expenses, okay? My girlfriend is probably on the other side of the world watching me right now, and I have one question. How do you love a 31-year-old bartender that had to dress like that for a living? Golden Underpair superhero, really? Let me tell you something. You and me are superheroes. If every single person that enters in a bar leaves happier than when you arrive, we already changed the world. We are superheroes. Let's go back to 8 years ago. My first shift behind the brass, when pures and tikis were at their shining era. When Bacardi rum was flowing in pina coladas and banana daiquiris, and cocktail umbrella was still cool. Good old times. I was a young bartender back then, and believe it or not, I was rocking a perfect 1930 big dandy Belgium style of haircut, just like Ron Van Damme. Not anymore. I left university to work behind the bar, and I almost instantly understand that making drinks is not everything. Creating memories for people to cherish and receive even just a smile back, that feeling is unbeatable. And like Bacardi matured the rum a minimum of 8 years to produce Ocho, I spent the last 8 years to mature at the level of understanding that hospitality is, yes, giving to people, but could be much more. Could be giving back to the world we live in. We are superheroes, and we can change the world one step at a time, one cocktail at a time, one superhero at a time. 45% of world food production is wasted on a daily basis. 45%. And most of it purely because of cosmetic standards. Take bananas, for instance. You go in a shop or in a hotel, they're all in perfect bunches, same size, same color, same length. Bananas don't grow like that. The rest of it is usually discarded. Superhero is a way to make an active effort towards reducing food wastage in our industry. Inspired by my first year of Tiki, in Superhero I use black spotted banana puree, perfectly ripe and delicious, even if ugly on the outside. Let me tell you, this is the 3,575th banana I saved since I started this journey. There we are. For the purpose of this competition, I mix it with the juice of an overripe mango and the fresh juice of a pineapple, just because I couldn't go more tiki than that. So what we have here, we have banana, mango, pineapple. Daniele, I can see you there. I know you cannot wait to try this drink. Just bear with me 4 minutes and 30 seconds more, okay? Then we have sweet and sour mix goes in there to balance it up. Just to let you know, I'm shaking on purpose, because I was shaking as well 8 years ago during my first shift. I want to make this moment as authentic as possible. So you're all welcome. Gosh, 8 years passed since my first shift as a bartender. Well, bar back. In my beautiful Lecce in the southeast of Italy. I will never forget where everything started. And I will never forget the time spent with my colleagues sipping on Amaros. For me, the best example of Italian hospitality is Amaro. So, Italian Amaro goes in there. I'm sure Maurizio will agree. There we are. And now, it smells like home already. Now, which superhero would be without superpowers? And his superpower, folks, is Bacardi Ocho Años, the pride of the Bacardi family, strong, untamable, is the heart and soul of my drink. The spicy notes and the light vanilla mouthfeel just link all the ingredients together, creating a wonderful, refreshing, yet unique and complex cocktail. Don't forget the rum, I'm going in both of them. There we are. Now, moment of truth, shall we? Yep. Perfect. Now, one day, somebody very close to me told me, Marco, if you want to make your dream come true, the first thing you have to do is wake up. For me, being on this stage is a dream. But now, it's time to wake up. So, Shall we? I'm not as young as I used to be 8 years ago, let me tell you that. There we are. You can continue clapping while I'm catching my breath, guys. Let's get rid of the water. This superhero knows how to have fun, just like some of us in the last few days. So, we are going to dress him up for the occasion. There we are. So, paper straws. Crushed ice all over the top. The leaves of the pineapple we juice. Sorry. And the lime shell of the lime squeeze. Again. So this cocktail superhero shares the revolutionary spirits of Emilio, a patriota, a visionary, a rum baron, a freedom fighter fighting for what is right. I'm sure if this cocktail could talk, would say, venceremos, we shall overcome. My message for you is simple. Don't take our planet for granted. A small step is all it takes. You and me are superheroes. We are superheroes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thanks. So Marco, you talk a lot about sustainability, and it's a very hot topic at the moment. It's something that Bacardi really, really supports. Hashtag no straw, por favor. Do you know what I did there? See what I did there? What is it about sustainability or unsustainable practices that really bothers you, or has inspired you to kind of create this drink?
First of all, the thing that really inspires me is not really sustainability itself, is more global food wastage, which is one of the biggest threats. A great effort in this. So we work very close together with the chef to make sure that we use the bananas that are usually thrown away.
That's amazing. Hopefully we can all follow your footsteps and
Thank you
make
very
the
much.
world a better place. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you very much.
We...
Get demiked and we'll have a chat. Do you want to take the mic off? Yeah. You got your banana? Actually, it's got a second.
You can start.
I can start.
Yeah.
We've already started.
Oh, we already started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
How was it, man? Like, that was a great performance. You had the crowd behind you.
That was
It seemed pretty slick.
No, I think so. It was very good. I did everything I wanted to do, and It was good. I mean, the adrenaline is just pumping up now, and I wasn't too stressed about it, so it's really good, really good.
Cool, man. So you brought some props with us.
Yeah, this is my little friend, superhero. Everybody's a superhero, even a pineapple.
Awesome, man. Like, who's watching back home?
So I think so. My girlfriend is watching back home. I love you, baby. And my colleagues are watching. My family is watching. I hope I make everybody proud.
Cool. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, of course. Save the world one step at a time, brother.
Amazing. Well, that's it for.
Well done, mate. Thank you.
Just stay. That's it for Group 2. We'll be back shortly with the final group, and then that is day 1 done. Stay tuned.